Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Robert Speta, and we have another cyclone update for you as we continue to track Alfred off of the northeast coast of Queensland here. We also have Saru pulling away from New Caledonia, but that's going to continue to weaken out, really dissipate over the South Pacific north of New Zealand. But all eyes are on Alfred because this one has the highest chance of impacting the coastline of Queensland, at least rolling across the reef here, possibly bringing some heavy rainfall for areas like Brisbane. It looks like this is going to stay well towards the east of Cairns, over towards Townsville. But I say there's a chance. It is a small chance. Because most of the guidance continues to lean towards this staying offshore. Now, there is a worst case scenario. The GFS yesterday was pulling for this coming onshore still as a fairly strong tropical storm, kind of a lower end Cat 1 type setup. But you can see here, even with the forecast, look at the winds going from 150 to 155 down to 140. So it does weaken. It gets into a bit of a more sheared environment, causing it to weaken out here. Now, you see the differification, that is the disparity between the official forecast and the ECMWF, for example, right here. Pulls it towards the east of that official model, the official forecast here. And yeah, I think what's happening here with JTWC, they're kind of leaning or trying to split what the GFS and ECMWF is saying, bringing it a little bit closer to the coastline there. Gold Coast, at the very least, could be looking at some passing rainfall in that type of situation. But I think the most we're going to see right now is probably some big waves out of this. I wouldn't panic if you were out here along the Gold Coast over towards Brisbane, because just take a look at our forecast as it edges along our coastline here. Big question that we're going to be having is how much of an interaction is it going to have to the low off towards the east, and how much is this high pressure ridge? You see that ridge right there? How is that going to interact? Because if that's weak enough, then that will degrade, and this could linger and pull up basically alongside Brisbane, bringing some high winds to the coastal areas there. But if it remains in strength as the ECMWF is saying right here, that would keep it definitely well offshore. So there is a bit of a disparity in that long range forecast, and which is why cannot completely write this off just yet for an impact there along the east coast of Queensland. Townsville, Cairns, you're fine. But I'm talking about closer to the Brisbane area before this kind of pulls off down towards the south. But you see the big old fat waves coming in out of this. I mean, the areas in red indicating upwards of 3 to 6 meters, 6 to 13 in the dark red. You do see that right in the inner core. So my goodness, if you're a ship out into the Coral Sea, not pleasant. A couple of days out there, definitely rough. And take a look at the ECMWF's rainfall totals, keeping the heaviest of that precip offshore. But as I mentioned, the GFS is kind of bringing that a little bit closer to the coast, and that is why the official agency is kind of leaning it a little bit more on that western track as well, since there is that differification and a little bit of disparity in that long-range guidance. And thus on Monday over towards Tuesday, Brisbane here showing a little bit of rainfall here. Temperature staying to the high 30s, near 20, but you do have that increase in a bit of that precip. So definitely something you want to watch over the next few days. If you need any more updates, though, give me a shout out at my Facebook page, Robert Speta Weather, or here at Western Pacific Weather as well. And if you like these updates, let me know in the comment section, or at least give us a nice like and subscribe. Our goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers. Been doing this update since these type of videos since I covered Yasi, believe it or not. Way back when, we're talking 2011 time frame, I covered Cyclone Yasi. It was one of the most searched videos on YouTube actually at the time, early YouTube. So if you're out here in Australia, give me a nice little shout out, or if you're from there and you're watching these, give me a nice little shout out. Let me know what you would like to see in these updates. As always, thanks for watching though, and number one thing, of course, is stay safe out there, friends. Have a great day.